we're dealing with a mutant form of slug here, a kind that eats meat.
Hello and welcome to the Metal Cell podcast, all the way from Galway, and I'm delighted to say being joined by two of the boys from Ten Ton Slug, Sean and
Ronán.
Sean.
How are you, lads? Good to be here.
Good, man. How's it going?
Yeah, delighted to be here actually. I kind of left my flip-flops and Bermudas back in Cork and came here with a woolly blanket and jacket and everything, and it's actually quite nice.
That's all right, yeah.
How did Metal to the Masses go?
There the weekend, it was great crack.
Yeah, big crowd.
It was a very good weekend, yeah.
Big crowd, lots of really good performances as well.
Yeah.
What do you think of the bands that went through?
Oh yeah,
The lads who won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Asect well deserved it. Like they were
right.
ferocious.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely great performance, yeah. Really, really good. You could see that they really wanted it.
Yeah.
Black Shook as well did a great performance. Delighted for them. They got the
were class.
Jaeger. Yeah, they were.
They were out in the middle of the crowd to wireless packs for the guitars.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They were out just rocking out in the middle of the crowd. It was great crack.
And they're from Galway, aren't they?
They're from Galway, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's the scene like in Galway at the moment, actually? Band-wise, like?
Band-wise, good.
Yeah, the last couple of years, there's been a big burst of bands, like
Yeah.
all different styles as well, which
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So that kind of is a good crowd going to them.
Yeah, and yeah, just it's cool because there's post metal, there's drone,
Yeah,
there was a black metal band that released an album there recently, This Blessed Way,
right, okay.
folk metal, it's sludge metal.
And is it kind of just one place for all the gigs then? A bit like kind of Fred's in Cork or...
They're, gig-wise, it's a bit quiet, and it's been for a while.
Yeah.
You know, there's Sally's, but it isn't very regular there. There's a
Okay.
cellar, it isn't regular there either. There's
Seven, yeah,
Seven.
the Loft.
There's the Roisin as well, but all the kind of metal gigs seem to be more sparse now.
Okay.
Exton House isn't as busy as it was, do you know?
Right. Were you involved in any of those promotions?
I was, yeah.
Okay, Sean.
Me and Ragus from Weed Priest is his thing, really.
Okay.
With Adam from Weed Priest.
Yeah.
So when I joined Weed Priest, I started helping out with that, and then Kieran from Cuskra. More recently, the three of us were putting on gigs together.
Right.
But Kieran's up in Dublin now, and so everybody's kind of busy with everything, and just kind of the way it happens. So
Yeah.
we're not as busy with that anymore.
Right.
Hard to mobilise everybody together and stuff. So
Yeah. Because like sometimes, you know, there'd be bands hit Dublin and you'd almost certainly see them in Galway as well. They might get as far as Limerick, but I suppose because Galway's that bit closer to Dublin, it's not as far, you know.
yeah, I suppose.
But,
Like you have some serious gigs down in Cork now.
no, we do, yeah.
Jesus, like
No.
there's every couple of weeks or something on. Like,
Yeah.
do you know?
And the odd time you'll fucking come down.
Yeah.
He's like the secret society here, like.
I land
Sean, you
down,
know.
and Rich. Oh yeah, next time you're down, yeah, sound like Joe. We'll have a pint, and then you go down, and then Richie, how's it going? Are you
No.
about? No, I'm working. No,
No,
no, I have to. Oh
Oh
no.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have a shandy.
Well, I do show up totally unannounced. So yeah, there
Yes,
is that,
exactly.
like, yeah.
I get the fucking ping on the phone and I'm just going to Sean, the bollocks is down in Cork. Why didn't you give me a heads up?
Give me half an hour.
But yeah, so there's big things going on in Cork, which is great. And in fairness, you do come down a lot, and we'll get you the passports. Yeah, lads are working on them.
I want to be a true rebel.
So just in relation to where you are at the moment, is there rumours going around? Not that you'll tell much out of it. Is there rumours going around that there's a few new songs in the bag?
Oh, oh yes, there is new songs.
Okay, yeah, he's smiling here, of course.
Yeah.
Trying to get blood out of a stone here. I know one of them is called Baylor and the other one is Hunting Ground.
One of them's Balor.
Balor.
Balor. Yeah. The other's Hunting Ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think promise to send something
Yeah,
on
yeah,
to
of
you.
course, yeah. Secret society as usual.
Well,
So,
we're
how-
recording a single now in 2 weeks.
Week and a bit.
Week and a bit.
Okay.
Week and a bit.
What are we?
Yeah, with Kieran Cullinan.
Ah,
Why?
Yeah.
the main
Legend.
man at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He's doing that,
fantastic.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd say someone like that because, I mean, he's
He knows what he's doing. He does it really
but
well.
and it's the quality, like,
yeah.
and everything's fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the stuff he did before, he worked with, was it John Moffat and Kenneth Coyle?
Yeah.
What was that? That was
their
for
first-
Brutal.
Yeah, Brutal Gus Beast was the first place we recorded down up in Enniskillen, and I also down in Enniskillen.
Yeah.
You're upside down yourself.
Yeah, I'm from here.
How did you come across this dude?
It was
For
through
Brutal.
It was
No.
true. Was it true?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Lisa and everything.
it was true. Yeah, in Nacrunia, We
Okay.
recorded down there.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah. So Lisa Howe was our drummer
Right.
for
Okay.
a while, and she's based in Enniskillen, and her and John were going out at the time, and he had a recording studio. He's recorded loads of bands over the years.
Put on gigs there too. It was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Oak sessions.
Yeah, the first gig with Owen was up there.
Did we record after that?
That was the demo. That was the first gig
Oh,
with Owen, and Adam was on guitar. And
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the
Yeah,
Rockfest.
that was live at the Oaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, yeah, I was really drunk that time. It's great.
Was it?
it was really good.
Great.
And
But-
kind of then with Blood and Slime, then you changed. You
Mm.
went to Dead Dog Studios.
Yeah, Johnny Kerr from
Yeah.
Oakes and Two Tales of Woe.
How did that come about?
Fuck Hammer as well.
Yeah. We, after Brutal Glutton Space, we kind of saw what worked and we wanted to get more clarity and stuff. So we started looking around, and Johnny seemed like a good place to go.
A soundhead.
Yeah.
Pure soundhead.
Mm.
Yeah, good guy. Because of his what he was doing with Woe and stuff, we knew that he knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really, really good. He did a great job of it, I think.
Yeah, the sound is,
You know,
is perfect.
It's
Yeah.
a big step up from the thing we did before.
Mm.
Not everything, I guess, trying to get that kind of really full sound now and that kind of clarity as well. You know, you kind of
Yeah.
learn every step that you go, like.
Yeah.
So it was a big step up. Really happy with it, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so you are you just going to go, Kieran, just for the single, or are you still kind of
We'll go
shopping
with them for the
around?
single, and then we'll see
see,
from there.
yeah.
We haven't got fixed plans after that. Where
Haven't you? No.
well, no,
Okay.
no. Kind of looking at things, weighing it up at the moment. Like,
Yeah.
there's always ways to like. It's yours. Fuck.
Just sorry.
Very unprofessional. I
I
warned.
was on airplane mode and I was flying away. And beep, beep.
But yeah, so that's cool. Like we've all heard two of the songs live. Anyway, you probably played a third one as well.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what do you think of the feedback? I mean,
That was great.
Mm.
Yeah, everyone seems to like it. Once you see people's heads moving, like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what it's all about. Like,
yeah,
And getting the flow and stuff, and
Yeah.
then seeing people like when nobody knows the song, but
Yeah.
when you like. Yeah, when you have the right flow in it and stuff, and you see people get into it, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Well, to be fair, like you have a distinct sound anyway, so you're kind of, that was my impression, especially with Hunting Ground. I was kind of going, yeah, this is still the Slug, but there's some nice elements coming through now as well that I haven't heard before, you know. So
cool.
yeah, it was really, really interesting to watch. That was for the Siege, or no,
Yeah.
it wasn't for the Siege. The Urban Assault.
Urban
Yeah,
Assaults. Yeah.
Yeah, you debuted those two for
Mhm.
us down there, and then you went on to play.
We played in Limerick then.
Yes,
We
and you
played
got a
the-
third one out.
That's
Then was
it,
it?
exactly. Yeah.
What was that title?
That's,
Is that a working title or?
that's well at the
That's-
minute.
Go
come
on,
The
for
middle is
fuck's
called
sake.
Mogor the Unkind.
Yeah.
Mogor the Unkind.
Didn't she name that? He name dropped that title over at Metal Days, whether you were aware of it or not.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
See, I do my research.
Ah,
lads.
jeez. Yeah.
Did we do that?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
I
When
don't
we
know.
had the interview. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Remember
Oh,
Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean was like a red rasher there with the old sunburn.
Yeah. Totally, man. Yeah.
Is
Christ.
that with that big fat lad?
Yeah.
No, and it was with the woman. Jesus
What? I'm just saying.
He'd
Like,
be listening.
what? Fight me. Come fight me. He's always picking his nose.
So with Metal Days, actually, it's coming up again. Have you moved stages?
We have.
We have,
We've
yes.
upgraded right. Big.
Significantly.
Significantly,
Yeah.
yes. That's
Yeah.
great news,
Open
isn't
the
it?
main stage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice the way that has moved along, as well as Bloodstock as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
They're really like helping out new bands, new forces. And this year they're having a festival, a pre-festival festival. It's called Metal Festival, and it's sort of like, yeah, it's before the festival,
Yeah.
so it's cool. Like,
It's the 2 days before, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, and
It's basically what we played last year. It's the
yeah,
smaller stage that's open for the 2 days, the Saturday and Sunday before the main festival kind of starts. And the main festival is Monday to Friday,
Okay.
and you have all 3 stages open for those.
Yeah.
So the 2 days before people arrive, like for the week before they
Mm.
arrive and they set up, and they have the
set
woods
up
and
in
you
the
have the
forest.
river.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing the setup. It's
Yeah.
such.
it is made for festivals, and loads of festivals happen in that location. You can see
Yeah.
why, and it's limited. The attendance is limited because of the facilities that are available, and
Right.
they're
It's just the
used in
right
re-
amount of people. Like,
Exactly.
that's it.
It's used
Mm.
very efficiently. It's pure European. It's used efficiently. They maximize the potential for the place based on the landscape. They're really like careful about the environment and stuff. Loads of
Mm.
initiatives like that, which really make it as well, because
Yeah.
you don't want to be trashing a place that's beautiful. Do you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
They do loads of festivals there, and you can see it. The location's used for that, so
Yeah.
it's great.
And
Yeah.
I'd recommend it to anyone. Like,
Mm.
even just for a holiday. metalheads go. It's just a metalhead's paradise. Like,
Yeah.
and you're
Jesus.
meeting people from all over the world, and it's not like something like Hellfest or Wacken,
Yeah.
which has like thousands more. This is
Yeah.
about 12 to 15,000,
Mm.
Yeah.
and it's for a week, so you at least see someone twice
Yeah.
at the festival. Oh, just the same no Tuesday. That's good.
Like, sure, both of you were at Bloodstock. Then, is it kind of capacity-wise? Is that kind of what they're about?
I suppose, yeah.
Okay.
There'd be a
maybe
bit more
Bloods-
Bloodstock.
Yeah,
It'd be
I
Right.
think there would be, yeah.
about
Yeah.
17,000.
I'm comfortable with
Mm.
that because
that's the
anything
right amount.
bigger, I
Yeah.
get fucking stressed.
Yeah.
I did download in 2012.
I was at that, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
Turns out
fair.
we- yeah, no,
Was it?
the download one with Black Sabbath.
Oh, right, okay.
Sounds
Sounds
Fair
fair
was
was 2011.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. Yeah, the big four.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then down. What?
Black Sabbath. Sharon!
Yeah. So for
Queen.
download, Sabbath were on the Sunday. It's like 100,000 people or something. It's
Yeah, mental. Like.
absolutely. You
just-
feel like you're just getting chewed up by a crowd. Like
Yeah.
it's nuts. Like
Yeah, but if you were offered, you play
Oh,
it.
jeez, aye.
oh jeez, playing is different. Like playing is different. Like yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
But
Oh, this could come back to haunt you. I hope it does, actually. Be nice.
What?
The Slug play
and
down.
it'll be called Dottington again. It'll be pure monsters of
Yes,
metal.
yes,
which
Monsters
should be
of
like.
Rock. Yeah, that'd be cool.
They can,
So, kind of, just getting back to Metal Days and your reception at it the first year, and now you're back on a new stage and the bigger stage this year. Did you find yourselves as a band? Did many people get in contact with you from Metal Days? Did you get a bit more? Was your name put out there a bit more?
big time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like we made loads of contacts even with the bands and stuff. So from
Okay.
a band point of view, it was really good.
okay.
Like we had a great crowd.
Yeah, it's
You know.
packed. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's the way you wanted it, imagined it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we done a bit of promo before, so people
Oh, did you? Yeah.
realised
Oh,
what
yeah.
was going on. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you have to at them festivals as well because there's so much crack going on.
Mm.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
not that you have to, but you do
no,
it anyway.
it's a good point actually. It just brings back what Chris and Baylor were saying there, that he was saying that kind of as an independent band, they're in control of what they put out, you know, and if they were with a record label, you know, you're leaving it in the hands of other people to rely on PR, and you know you could be waiting months, whereas you can do it yourself and get it right, you know, and get it done faster, I suppose, as well.
It'd be great to be in a position where you could do it yourself, but have the benefit of the work and the foresight that a PR company can give you.
Yeah.
So that they can say, have you considered this, this, and this? But ultimately, it's within your control,
Mm.
and that you can execute something with you know the most efficient amount of planning. Because like there's a learning curve with everything.
Yeah.
And we discovered that with everything we do.
Yeah.
With everything, I
Yeah.
mean, in every aspect of
Yeah.
everything, there's a learning curve,
Yeah.
and you're always trying to like, you know, you weigh up the cost benefit of, I guess, you know, just like, do you pay for something or do you try to learn how to do it?
That's
do
it.
it, and then have that knowledge afterwards. But
Yeah,
you
it's the and you know then, like,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
experience.
but it takes you longer, and you might make a mistake doing that,
Yeah.
and not you might look back and say, I could have made more of that if I had known.
Yeah.
And that's where, you know, having, I think, those kind of people working with you can
Yeah.
really help. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, as I said, like kind of they have a PR crowd over in London doing that for him, but it's just that his point was with a record label.
Mm.
Now, I mean, again, I was talking to Mick out of Zealot Cult, and he was quite happy with their Blood Harvest record label. Yeah, they did a fine job in there.
Yeah, it looks.
You
The
know?
album looks amazing.
Yeah.
The album art is class.
The
Yeah.
whole package, everything that they did with that,
Yeah.
the thing itself, to where they recorded it, to how they, you know, to the music itself, and even the performance, everything, and then the merch thing, the what they had. I mean, it's great. Like,
I'm amazed actually that there's not enough. There's still like we all know how big the Irish metal scene is. I mean, we can be proud of it, you know. But I'm amazed that there's
big.
still not a lot of kind of record labels sniffing around
Yeah.
Irish bands, you know.
Mm.
I mean, whether you like it or not, you're probably one of the biggest bands in Ireland now, you know. There's enough. Like you look at, we'll say for UK bands, a lot of them are on record labels, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I don't know. It's a puzzling one for me.
But there seems to be a number of smaller labels and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of DIY stuff.
Yeah.
And people, like, so a lot of stuff gets done here, and it's great to have that kind of underground kind of ethos with stuff, you know. It'd be great if there was more, I suppose, more ways for bands. Like, there's so many bands doing loads of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loads
Big
of
time.
work, and you say like, oh, you're one of the, no, like, I don't consider that when I think of us. I always think that, like, to be honest, that we have, in a sense, catching up to do. I always feel that anyway.
Right.
That,
Okay.
and that's just me. Like, you know, like I feel like there's a learning curve with everything. Even like for my own, say, performance kind of side of things and stuff. I think about that. Like, do you know that? Like you see bands like fucking. I mean, you see loads of the Irish bands, and they are absolutely unreal live bands. You're like, right, it makes you want to be better. Do you know? It does, like, and not in a competitive, like, oh, I want something and they can't get it because I no. It's like you see bands playing somewhere, like we go to Limerick and Cork and Dublin and all the other places, and you see bands doing great sets, and you're like, right, that's class, or like new music that's brilliant, like Rose's new stuff is class, and you're like, that's class, and it makes you want to be better. And it'd be brilliant if there was, I guess, like when you're speaking of labels and stuff, there's the underground stuff, and that's brilliant, but it'd be great if there was more kind of for the bands that are working really hard, like, and there's a load of them that I guess, you know, you have, like, say, Baylor going off doing loads of stuff, and Zora doing loads, and I mean Dead Label, and I mean there's loads, Stranglewire, like going over to America and doing, and they're unreal.
I love Stranglewire.
They go and they play somewhere and they're like second band on, and they're making it happen, but still it's a graft. Like it would be lovely if there was more kind of people thought of Irish metal a bit more when they think of metal over this side, because it, like, there's loads in UK, and UK is great and everything, but I really think there's something really cool here, like
something special here. Like,
there really is, like,
sound as well. Like.
Oh,
obviously,
it is, look, it is what it is at the moment. I mean, look, we certainly have never seen it as good. Definitely not, like, you know. And also I will say as well, the merchandising out of every band, especially you're really on the ball with all your t-shirts and grinders. You're going into the badges now, pin badges.
Fucking very good. Like Kiss or something. Jesus Christ!
Like get lunchbox.
No, the lunch boxes are taken already. I think that was Crows. I think.
I'd buy one of those. It'd be class.
But so I mean, how do you approach the merchandising side of things? Do you have to pay up front and then get it back through gigs, or how does that work?
Learning curve with that as well.
Okay.
You want to be able to do as much as possible with the opportunities, right? So we want to open as many opportunities in terms of, like, places that we're playing and all that kind of stuff. But you don't want to be putting your hand into your pocket and, like, taking away from your own quality of life by doing that too much or burning out with it. So the way I look at, like, the merch kind of stuff, it's a way of helping to fund stuff. That's I mean that's what it is for everybody.
Like,
And you know, the thing is with when you know everybody, like, you can I feel sometimes a bit like almost dry asking somebody to pay 20 quid for a t-shirt when you know this person is your friend and stuff, but that's the kind of stuff that allows us to, you know, like, pay for the ferry and everything over, and Pavel's fucking tires and everything for metal days and everywhere else now, because he's driving all the time. It's class. But all that kind of stuff, I mean, it's, you pay for that with your merch, and I think if you're smart about it, then you'll always have the kind of merch money pot there, and then anything extra that comes in, I mean, it's going on everything that you need to pay for. And I mean, still we're putting our hands in our pocket, but it's not about what you might as well be efficient with what you're doing, but it's not all about money. I mean, Jesus, you know, everybody knows.
No, you usually won't make anything out of this.
You know, like, but it allows you to do more music in more places and play more gigs and be able to record and be able to. I mean, everything goes back to everybody that's involved in music anyway, one way or another, really, in this kind of thing. Like, you know, be it like going to gigs and spending money on merch yourself or whatever it is, like, you know, recording and everything else.
And as well as that, you're promoting another band as well on your t-shirt as well. You have to kind of think about that as well, you know. There's nothing nicer than going away to a Bloodstock or a Brutal Assault with a t-shirt on you and someone stopping you going, Jesus, that's 10 Ton Slug, or, you know, and straight away, or, you know.
That's really nice. Like,
I mean, like, why the fuck would you wear an Iron Maiden t-shirt anymore, you know, when you're going to these gigs? You know, you should be fucking, if you're from Ireland and you're going over 2 gigs, you should be fucking wearing one of the Irish bands. Simple as that. That's my philosophy.
That's
anyway,
a good philosophy. Iron Maiden are still amazing. Like,
or Slayer. We all fucking spent a fortune on Slayer over the years, like, you know. But like patches, all that stuff, lads, it's all relevant. You know, it gets you out there, gets people noticing, gets people talking about you. You know. So I think you're definitely you're always name checked in the podcast anyway as a band that always have quality merch, you know, doing it the right way. So
Cheers, man. Yeah,
Thank you.
Listen
You know.
to the last ones have been deadly, and the adventures a good bit. Cheers, man.
yeah. So it was a kind of a weird year last year with losing Owen and gaining Pavel. I presume you knew it was coming anyway with Owen. So do you want to just talk about that? 'Cause some people kind of don't really know not the story, but just like how did you deal with it as a band? I mean, he kind of
We worked
he was
together,
straight.
like
He was straight up with you anyway.
Like,
you know, like we have band meetings and stuff, and we
no
kind of go through.
animosity yet.
No,
There
it's
was
Oh
just
yeah,
no,
like-
yeah, you could feel that anyway on the messages anyway, you know.
Yeah.
But still,
But like, you know, things like for all of us at different times, things are tricky, do you know? And
Yeah.
like we'd say, right, like I'm swamped this week or next week, and you know, you're trying to get as much done, and everybody's doing their bit, and you know, you just kind of say, right, like I'm out for the next week or two, I can't, and then just kind of like that. And it was like, listen, you know, looking forward, this is what I need to do, and I want to be able to do everything, but you know, he has like lots of things to
he's got his own shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
fair enough.
different
Yeah.
stuff he wants to pursue as well.
yeah.
So no, I just wanted to
And
acknowledge his
He was
work to the band. He was
absolute
a
lead.
beast,
Yeah.
an absolute
Yeah.
beast, you know. So
We did 3 years and we did loads, and we accomplished
Serious.
loads of them, and we wouldn't have been able to do that without all four of us working together.
yeah,
So it was really cool, and it was cool that he just said, listen lads, this is the crack, we'll work together over the next while, find somebody, if you need me, I'm able to step in for these gigs that we have lined up. If you can get someone before that, that's good. If you know, when we do rehearsals,
Yeah.
we'll both do it. I'll keep writing in the
Yeah.
meantime.
brilliant.
This is
yeah.
how much I can do for the next one. It was like, right, that's, you can't ask for fair than that.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't. No.
You know,
And
I
that's the
mean,
type of person he is. You could see that anyway, you know.
Was our last gig with him was in Galway there near Christmas, and I bought him a Santy suit. And he was the only one wearing the Santy suit.
I'm melted as
And
well.
melted, and he had the whole thing off. He was topless Santy for a while. That's own, like.
Yeah.
That's the crack. Like.
Yeah. And also another departed member as well. Rest in peace on him.
jeez.
Adam.
Yeah.
What's the crack with Adam?
Adam's over in Lithuania for the last couple of
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
The forests of Lithuania.
Like his last gig with us when
Was
we were
Weed Priest
Yeah.
with you anyway? But as with the Slug was when
Bloodstock.
was it?
Yeah, it was
Jesus.
Bloodstock.
Okay.
Because he said the Metal to the Master final would be his last gig, but if we got Bloodstock, and then he pulled band number 6, he was like, I have to get my bus. It was like, no man,
Yeah, you
6
were
is like
playing
the
now.
best. And he goes, okay, yeah. And we played it and we won. And he was like, yeah, I will play Bloodstock. I know you're fucking playing Bloodstock, man. Of course, yeah. Like, so he joined us for when he came back and we did the Wee Priest Slug gig in 2017.
Yeah.
He joined us for Unit and stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the crack there. I mean, it'd be great if he moves back, but he's over with his family. They're from there. That's his
Yeah,
that's his
that's
crack.
his
That's
gig,
his
yeah.
life.
Moved home, yeah.
Okay.
He's moved
yeah.
home, so
And is he doing music? What
He
about
is,
that?
yeah.
Weed Priest still, or is that parked again for another while?
that's
Parked.
parked for now. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, if we can do the odd thing here and there, we will. I'd be well up for it. I'm the lads are the driving force in that.
Yeah,
Ragus
okay.
is, you know, Ragus and Galway and Adam's
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
It's their vision. They're the driving force. Me and Michal are the other members are all part of it, but you know,
Right.
I recognise where the creative vision lies, and
Yeah.
it's not my creative vision, and that is the lads. So
Yeah.
if they say, listen, we have this coming up or that coming up, we'll absolutely do our best
Yeah.
to do gigs. It'd be class. Like
Yeah.
I miss it, you know.
Yeah. And so, how did you find the King of Pickles?
The king of pickles.
Pickle king.
Pavel. I mean,
How we
You're
find
an
it?
absolute gent.
Kind of go right. We need somebody who is into what we're doing, who's sound, who is. I mean, there's criteria. You need basic criteria
Up for
and-
doing stuff, like
Yeah.
up for going places and doing things.
Yeah, yeah, and
And the man's dedicated and he loves this sort of stuff as well.
yeah.
what can you say? Like, do you know, we played the Siege last year. He was up at the front, split his head open during
That's
the
right.
set.
Yeah.
It was class.
It was dead. He was pissing blood as well. He was all
Still
happy,
head
like.
banging
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Big smile.
And we thought of Pavel. You know, I mean, he plays in Soothsayer, great bands. He plays in Siren.
Ziran,
You know, he knows what he's doing. He's a sound guy.
Yeah.
He came off with Valpurgis when we did Valpurgis
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah,
He came off for that. He said we
came
do.
up at the
and-
right time for me
Yeah.
as well. I was
Okay.
going through a rough spot. so
Okay.
came
Yeah,
up with the vitamin G.
yeah. And
The jar of pickles.
we had a blast that time as well, that night as well.
Okay.
So just hanging out, like, yeah. I said we'll ask him for because Owen said he couldn't do metal days.
Right.
So we needed somebody for that.
Ah,
And then
okay.
we
So
said,
that's how
right,
that.
need somebody to step in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then after, like, he could bring so much to the table as well, you know.
Mm.
So we're like, Jesus, that's class. So when it came to kind of looking for somebody more full time, then when Owen said the crack later on,
Yeah.
we were like, okay, yeah, let's definitely chat to Pavel about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And
So
like, did he jump at it, or did he? Like, I mean, I'd imagine he's fairly busy anyway. Like, he's a busy schedule.
He drove from Cork up to practice with us. Like,
Yeah.
that's and then
When he
drove
came
back
up-
the same night. Like,
Jesus. Yeah.
when he came
Legend.
up as well the first time, I said, you know, would you be up for a jam? This is the crack, you know, and there's a lot of metal days, and you know, I won't be able to make it. So, if you want to come up, we can go over the tunes and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, right, yeah, and we organised a date, and he was well up for it. And he landed up, and I kind of envisioned having to go and show him the stuff, and he's like, oh, we'll try Matriarch. It's like, well, do you want me to show? Oh, we'll try it. I watched the videos, and then he just like plays it, and you're like, fucking hell, like, do you know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, this position instead of this one, it's this position.
Yeah.
That's about it, really. Down picks here. That's my Owen and Pavel kind of, they'll
Yeah,
tell
I
you
know
about the
that
down
one.
picks.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You explained that to me before.
so he had done his work, and he had even looked at the performance videos and stuff, and knew kind of where stuff was played, how it was played. I was like, fucking hell, like, do you know?
Yeah.
That's
dedication.
Yeah,
It
is, of
you know.
course, yeah.
He's a brilliant attitude.
he's
and
always happy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, don't give him any sweet drinks though. Oh, you hit this.
Yeah.
So I
He's a
mean,
great dude, like,
yeah, and
and
it was
just
an
fit.
obvious. It
Yeah.
was an obvious fit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think a lot of us that follow you anyway just kind of went, yeah, that's a fucking great fit.
After we played Metal Days as well, we all kind of looked at each other immediately after, like, "Ooh, that felt good. Like, that was a
Yeah.
good
I
gig. You
tapped
know?
that.
It was a good gig. So, yeah.
But like, I mean, also he's a guitarist as well.
Mm.
So I mean, obviously you're a guitarist, Ron, as
Yeah.
well. So kind of from a songwriting point of view, Whitney Hall as well. You've got four heads now going into songs. Yeah, are you? Is that correct? Is it? I mean, are you all, or is there just two of you writing, or are you? Is it collaboration still, or?
Everything works. Like, we do jams where it's all of us. We do
Yeah.
bits where I go out with Mihal, and, you know, we jam quite a lot, myself and Mihal, like,
Yeah.
and we get just kind of ideas and bring it to the lads, and then we just kind of work it from there.
Mm.
Everything kind of comes about differently, really.
Yeah.
With loads of different riffs and bits and bobs from,
Yeah.
loads. And then you try to slot them together all together, and yeah.
Yeah. But like, kind of, as we'll say, as a guitarist yourself, Sean, like, it's handier to probably to bounce it off two other guys that can play guitar as well.
Yeah, yeah.
If I can play guitar better than me, the dose.
To go through quality control.
I'm the only guitarist in the band, and the third best guitarist. Like, fucking shite.
I know you're not that bad.
No, we'll give him the thumbs up. We'll give him the thumbs up.
Doing two jobs, doing two amps to one guitar.
What about lyric wise? Are you following any team for the new songs? Again, are they kind of war kind of
You asked
battle?
Rose the same thing. I was listening to this like a
yeah,
day or two ago. Yeah,
It
their one was
it was
deadly
leading
about Tutankhamun, actually.
Yeah, how cool was
yeah,
that?
they're really cool. I'd heard that before about the meteorite being used
Yeah,
as
the piece of metal. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have kind of similar stuff with the Hittites and all that. With,
Yeah, no,
with
it's
Moga.
just, the themes are more like aggression,
Yeah, well, to
And
suit the
war
songs.
and- stuff that finds interest in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, like, some of the stuff you get a picture and you kind of go, oh, and you have a concept, and then it's just from this maybe visual part of one part of the song where you go, oh yeah,
Yeah.
this kind of idea, like the start of
Yeah.
Moga with the obedient ones and stuff, you know. Yeah, and you're like, okay, that's
Yeah.
I get what's going on here, like,
Okay.
and then we just kind of find the words based on that kind of feel, or like Troll Hunter came about like that, you know. It was like, just that kind of, you get that idea, and then everything just slots into
Yeah.
place. But different things for different songs, really.
Yeah.
Depends on the riffs, depends on the song, depends on the groove of it. Yeah.
Love to write a song, and the new songs or have it on the album in Irish.
In
It'd be
Irish,
really
yeah.
cool. It'd
It would
really
be cool. Yeah.
Be tribal. Well, it is tribal.
Yeah.
Because we're all Gaelgors except Pam.
Yeah. Even I was at Zahora's gig there last Saturday, and I loved the way Collins kind of forced the nature on
Yeah.
the stage. I mean, that
Class.
is fucking tribal
Yeah.
if you've ever seen him
It's
live.
true, like,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really, really.
all of them are.
Yeah.
Oh
all of
yeah,
them,
I know. Yeah, but as I said, just him
Colin,
as a
yeah.
vocalist and the stomping of the feet and
he's a
the
madman.
fucking
Yeah.
just pure primal fucking.
Yeah.
But it's Irish though.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Do you know,
Yeah.
it's not European. It's fucking Irish the way
Yeah.
he's doing it. I mean, the words are English, but it's
Mm.
fucking Irish the way he's,
Absolutely,
he's,
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
portraying it, like, you know.
Yeah.
It's great to see.
He
Also,
feels it like
what?
that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
with real feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, they're just another example of a band that don't need the Irish lyrics, but and obviously we'll just salute Nacrunta there now as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were your impressions there on the last gig? Was it kind of
It was a last Nacruna gig.
Yeah.
It was a good send off, a nice goodbye.
okay? Yeah.
It's a pity.
Yeah. You did a Partalon up at
Yeah,
Cheek
we had
that night
part
as
on
well.
up with us. They were great.
Yeah.
Sound lads.
Yeah.
Loved their music. And the Partalon is the name of the last Irish Viking king in Ireland, so
Yeah.
felt right.
It felt right. Yeah.
But yeah, the gig was great. It was just sad to put it to bed.
yeah.
Fiddle player Anna, she's gone back to Brazil now, so. And then we had Ian, who was drum with us. It was actually Black Shuck, but he's moved down to Tralee, so it was pretty hard to practice
Yeah.
as well. So.
Yeah. You just kind of have to recognise it for what it was, like, you know.
We'll continue writing stuff. Me and Kieran as well. We're going to plan on doing a project soon enough.
Okay. Cool.
Keeping that sort of style.
Yeah.
I keep trying doing a Ronnie Oscailga.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, even like the album that you left behind, like, is great.
it was cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Call of the Wild.
Yeah, you know.
Garmanintus.
Great tunes, like
Great.
gigs were
Yeah.
really so
Just
good. Like
energy and
yeah,
just
yeah.
go out and have the crack.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Class for Sally's on a Friday or a Saturday.
Oh,
Crewing
jeez.
playing down.
Who
Rake
the
of Pines.
fuck is this? What's on his face? Why are you Scottish? No, we're not clean, yeah.
But again, you know, it's another reason why I'm doing the podcast as well. Is just to kind of archive these bands, because like fuck it, like when we're all dead and gone, you know, these things will always be there. You know,
That's it, yeah.
You know, just to
Legacy.
see who was around and what bands were playing what albums were released. You know, for how long this keeps going, I don't know, but yeah, it's just important to kind of recognise Nacrunta as well. You were always brilliant live as well.
Yeah.
Remember down Cork at that Urban Assault there? It was fucking mental.
That was
like.
madness. Yeah. That was great crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Long live.
gig wise, then, what have you coming up? You've a busy few months ahead, actually, all
We do, yeah.
positive. You're playing Germany, aren't you? Is it Kaiserslautern?
Kaiserslautern. It's Irish Sludge at the Irish House. It's
Yeah.
called.
Is that the first one up, is it?
There may be one before that, but it's we're
Okay.
organising that at the moment. Waiting on confirmation, so it might happen, it mightn't happen.
Yeah.
Waiting
But
for
that's
to get
as
your
it stands. Yeah,
So
That's
Kaiserslautern is the Irish Sludge at Irish House.
yeah. There's a
What's
band,
Irish House?
It's the name of the bar.
Okay.
There's a band over there, Rage of Samedi, and we're chatting to them. They know King Witch. They know a load of the bands that we kind of
Okay,
know
yeah.
from the UK as well. So really nice people. They played with Crowbar, played with a load of bands. So got chatting to them, and they said they'd help us out with the gig, which is great.
Yeah.
So get over there, warm up one before Metal Days,
Oh, yeah.
and then do.
I'd say
do
the
Metal Days.
Germans would love you, lads.
We've never played Germany before. We were
Yeah,
supposed to a couple of years ago, and it fell through last minute.
Oh, don't.
It was disappointing. Like,
Yeah.
Spend a day in the airport.
Really, yeah.
Yeah. You must. I'm booking the tickets now. We're like, what? He said your tickets booked. And he was like, oh, no, give me. I just have to organise the festival. And you're like, going, what's going on here?
Oh,
Like,
there's
type
a
of thing
lot
that happens once.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I got
yeah.
your flights to Paris. Good man. I'm going home.
It was yeah, it wasn't. It didn't happen in the end anyway. And
Yeah.
it was disappointing. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I said, you kind of
That's great that you're over in Germany.
Just, yeah,
finally
to
get
get
over
into
there. Yeah.
play in Europe. Like,
Yeah.
just love to just see the place as well.
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
Yeah.
So then Metal Days is July the 21st.
22nd we
and the
play.
22nd is...
Yeah, we're opening the main stage. The
Oh, right.
first band on the
Okay.
main stage is
On the
is-
22nd.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and it's the same with Bloodstock as well. You're opening for Rotting Christ. There might be a band or two before you. or
There's
is-
before us. Yeah, there's
There's a couple of bands. There's Blind River.
Blind River.
Oh, Blind
Barbarian.
River.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'll tell
Yeah.
you a good one about Blind River. I saw him in Bloodstock. You were over there
Yeah.
at the time. And they sent out a load of what would you call them, frisbees with their name on them, Blind River. So I was out on the beach there 2 or 3 weeks ago, and Ruben's my son, produced a fucking frisbee, and it was Blind River.
Class.
No way.
Yeah. I said,
Sound lads.
"Fucking hell."
Good lads.
They are, yeah. They've played Cork.
Have they?
They
Yeah.
fucking have
Really
played
like that.
Fred's in Cork.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was
Cool.
talking to them for ages. I can't remember who we watched together, but you know that with Bloodstock, you could be kind of standing and there's a band alongside you, and I went, Jesus, they're the Blind River lads, and they were going, oh, where are you from? Oh, Ireland. What part? Cork. Oh yeah, should we play Cork? And I was there. What? You know?
Yeah.
So they're still going then. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Them and Barbarian Hermit.
Oh, class. We
yeah.
saw them together. I was
Yeah,
standing
we went
with
to see
you.
them. Yeah, I was there behind you as well.
Were you there? Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually meet him because he's easy to find because he's that bit taller, you know. Yeah, they were brilliant, weren't they?
We played with them recently in London there in March. Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
Really
Really
good
good.
guitar.
Fucking
Yeah.
class,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. And then Footprints in the Custard are on before us.
Right.
They're like parody kind of.
Yeah, they're great crack.
The crack. Is what, yeah,
Okay.
they're
Absolute
crack.
crack.
Okay.
And then it's us, and then it's Ron and Christ, and
Yeah.
that's the Sophie stage for the Thursday night.
Yeah.
Which it's good.
so happy.
I've never been there on a Thursday night. What are the crowds like?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
this-
stage open, so the crowd's good.
Okay.
There's a couple of, like, yeah, it's packed.
Okay, cool.
It's like fucking,
Couple of thousands.
yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of thousand
Yeah.
people. Like.
Yeah.
Let's say 4 or 5. I honestly don't know what it is. Could be less, could be more.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I'd put it around 4 maybe.
Yeah, and it's nice then for all your equipment to be sorted for you.
Ah,
and
sure,
you
look,
just have to
it's
plug in,
nice
isn't
to-
it?
But it's nice to play that stage.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Equipment, sure, I'm just thinking of it. I mean, I lift on it, like.
He'll lift anything.
I lift on. I
Yeah.
lift
Hide
the
it on
table.
him, he'll lift it on you.
Do you remember, I don't know, you probably were definitely there anyway, Ron, when Suicidal Tendencies.
Oh, it will always be ST.
Yeah, ST, yeah. They
was-
switched from the main stage because they were late and they went on to the Sophie stage, and it
Yeah.
was fucking
Oh,
mayhem.
energy
wasn't it?
that day. A guy, do you remember the guy who was
The
a wheelchair and he was
yeah.
crowd surfed, and then he's
Yeah.
up on stage, and then your man Mike Moore has him and he's running
running
over back to stage going, wow! Oh, it's such crack.
Yeah. So what does it feel like? You'll be on that stage, man. That's fucking
I don't
nuts.
know, what does it feel? I don't know, like, it's
Yeah.
still blown away
Haven't done it
anytime.
yet. Yeah, I
playing
haven't processed it.
these gigs where people are saying, I'll just go up and you're like, oh, wow, this is hello everyone.
Yeah.
How's it going? I'm still blown away by, like, it's crazy playing these gigs, like.
I'm delighted he's doing the talking anyway.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
jeez,
just
I go up and just play like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
roar
yeah.
like a bit of and that'll do nicely.
And then is it September? No, September 28th. The Doom versus Stoner
Yeah.
chapter.
Yeah.
What's
Orange
that about?
Goblin is headlining it.
I fucking saw it. I
Favourite
thought of it
band.
straight away. Yeah.
Oh, I was so happy.
There's a load of bands on that. There's
Have you didn't play that yet? No.
No,
no, we did
Is it-
Hammerfest.
Hammerfest.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what we did.
Same
March,
same
yeah.
company, HRH,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hard Rock
Yeah.
Hell.
So that was in March. We did Hammerfest, and then same company doing the same kind of crowd doing the one. It's in Sheffield, in the O2 in Sheffield. There's a load of the underground kind of bands. There's
Sheffield.
Mage that we played with a couple of times, and
We'll
Master
actually
Charge, a load of them.
we'll be over when you're playing that.
Oh yeah,
We'll be in England. Yeah.
Who was we? You and the family?
Myself and Timmy.
Oh, Timmer.
I should have fucking brought the family. Actually. That would have been perfect.
your son's first gig was a Slug gig, wasn't
He
it?
was, yeah.
That's
That was
crazy.
it. Yeah.
The Siege
yeah.
Limerick. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that's right. Yeah, brought him to the Slug boy. That's his first gig. After that, he'd no interest in any of the other bands. So,
I know.
yeah, we'll be
Speak to you
over.
for a year afterwards. as well, yeah.
Oh, the grief I got. Yeah, we'll be over for Cro-Mags in London.
Cool.
Yeah, it's an all ages.
Yeah,
gig.
Cro-Mags. Yeah.
Yeah, remember them? Yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah, so they're on the same day. They're clashing. So
Class.
yeah, I just kind of went shit. I knew there was something on the 28th of September, and I went fucking hell. I'd be in London, but
You've seen us plenty of times anyway.
yeah, but still, just for the new songs, you know.
Ah, yeah.
And then of course, then Memoriam.
Yeah. So
That's fucking unbelievable.
Oh, they're-
Unbelievable.
we played with them last year at a festival, Manor Fest,
Mm.
in Keighley, near Leeds.
Yeah.
And it was just like
The Van our lads set that up.
chatting to Carl Willick outside. I was like, you've helped me through so many
Okay.
fucking hard times with your music. Like,
Yeah.
you know, with the like Bowl Thrower, like
It's sickening to me that they played Cork and I missed it. It's
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
sickening. You know, fuck's sake.
Bowl Thrower, was
Yeah.
it? Yeah, yeah.
Crush Lawn.
When was that?
2006 maybe. I'm not sure because there was the Winterfest was 2007.
Those Once Loyal, their album, I think it was 2007. They came out their last album.
So it might have been earlier again.
Yeah,
That's a bad one to miss. You know, I don't know.
We've seen them. Yeah, when we played with them last year at Manorfest, it was class, like proper brutality. Like.
Yeah.
They have such great tunes. They're
But
chunky.
it's a perfect set for all of you. Like, I mean, you've Zealot Cult and yourselves and Memoriam. It's just perfect. Like,
It's going to be really good, yeah.
you're gonna have to stay off the beer, lads. You know.
Till the second night.
Yeah. But the second night is down Limerick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second night, then after we play the second night,
it's
have a
not
couple
as
of pints.
far of the drive the next day.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I was actually going to see you in Dublin for that, and then because of course my mate jumped the gun, and then I kind of went, fucking hell, cool. And then I saw Limerick, and I goes, I'll go Limerick instead.
Yeah, thanks to Bad Rep and DME
Yeah, fair play to them, yeah.
They've done great things for us. Like,
Yeah.
you know, their belief in what we're doing, and they're kind of trusting us to do gigs like that has been unreal. Like,
Yeah.
it really has. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like the Black Label one was
That was class.
that was something else.
That started in Northern Ireland, didn't it? That one.
That started in Dublin.
It was Dublin, then Northern Ireland.
2 dates in Northern Ireland. Yeah, it was all sold out every night. And you're just going, this is crazy.
First night of that was one of the.
Even just to be like, that's you were saying I'm going up to play guitar on stage, and the next guitarist after me is going to be Zach White.
Yeah.
It was unreal. Because I had a moment after that, like there was loads in there for when we played, and it felt really good. People there knew us as well, and it was really
loads of friends as well.
Loads of friends around, like
makes it
people
more
that were
worthwhile. You know?
that were happy for you, and just you're happy out, and it's just like yes, you know, and then you do the gig, and you have a great time doing it, and. Like, say for that, I went down to the merch afterwards. My girlfriend Kira was on merch and stood there, and Zach was playing guitar, and band are like about 6-7 songs into the set, and you're just like, this is a good night. Like, this is a special moment. Like, you know, that was for me. That was really special. Like, Crowbar was deadly. All of those things. It's all DME and Bad Rep have done loads for us. Loads for us, and Distortion Project too.
Yeah,
okay.
But you know, it's DME and Bad Rep to get a lot of people over more so. So definitely have to say thanks to them. Yeah,
totally. But I mean, you know, again, you have to kind of clap yourselves on the back there as well. If you were shit, you would, you know, they wouldn't be dealing with you. You know, so I mean, you're professional. You do a great job on stage. You know, and
it's a challenge. You try and rise to the challenge. And
yeah,
you know,
I'm sure. Like, you left a great impression as well on Black Label and Corrosion. You know.
Hope so. Yeah. Sorted out Corrosion for
sound
for Salpadine.
Did you really? Yeah.
Yeah. When we landed down, they were dying apparently.
Oh
and,
man, too many beers in Dublin right now. Damn.
And yeah, one of the guys was like, "Can you bring me to like? Do you have any Salpadine?"
Do you have a pharmacy?
Yeah.
Right.
So I ended up driving up the road with them anyway and getting Salpadine and bringing them back. I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. I'll tell them. I'll tell them that you sorted them." So it's like, cool.
And they come out of the bus drinking beer. They're on the boys.
And also, did you play with Conan as well?
Yeah.
Where was that?
That was in Galway.
That was Galway.
And Limerick.
Yeah.
That was the last Hexnaus gig we did in Galway. So that was really cool.
More sound.
And Limerick,
as well.
yeah.
And heavy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we all know about
we all like skull crushingly,
like really heavy, like really heavy.
That's intense to be playing that heavy every night. Imagine.
I played with them before with Weed Priests in Dublin.
Oh yeah.
We played with Conan, and Weed Priest is like that kind of slow and heavy, you know. But yeah, God, I remember that night going, holy shit, like just like kind of oppressively crushing, brutally squashing you down, toned and
for a three-piece, this is nuts.
They're actually like doing it. They're doing an all-American tour at the minute.
Are they? Yeah,
they've been all over the world. But they're actually supporting Black Label, or were supporting them on tours as well. There recently.
Yeah, they're a good mixture. That'd be a good.
And
gig.
Atomic Witchwax. Did you ever listen?
I
to
did. Yeah, class. Yeah. So that's it, lads. So you've a single being released. Did you say in around a week and a half, 2 weeks?
No.
We'll record it.
I can't catch him, man. I can't catch him. So
yeah, we have we're going in. We're recording with Kieran. We're going to have something out. Around Metal Days, Bloodstock time. That's the plan.
Okay.
New music's a good idea. and it'd be nice to release something around then. I think it makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Go in, record more than next year.
Next year, okay.
Yeah, proper.
You're really keeping us waiting then.
Well, it's gigs to do in the meantime.
Oh, lads, come
Yeah,
on.
we have stuff there. No, it's just better to do it right. And
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, well,
like,
no,
with
that's
work
it,
and
like,
everything,
No
just
one,
getting
no one will
everything.
dispute that with you lads ever, like, you know, but just,
We did a release a year, and for the last 3, and up until the last release.
yeah.
So it's right to take the time to really kind of do our best on the next thing.
Yeah.
Because everything takes a lot of time and a lot of effort.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely. I mean,
it's
you can
good to make the
see,
most of it, like.
yeah, you can see the kind of struggles that Carosa went through there. They're a good example as well, you know. And like, I mean, the 2 ones they released to the podcast sounded excellent. Did you-
Unreal, yeah.
Did you listen
Chalice
to them?
Burner is like,
Fuck's
yeah.
sake, man!
I was
That's
listening, I was like,
nuts.
is that the same song? Oh, class. And then you have all those little bits, and you're
Yeah,
like, fuck, that's really good. Like,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
driving along, I was about, I wasn't too far from the house, and I was pulled in, and I was listening down by Spittle, listened there for very, very good.
and what
Very
about
good.
the sax solo then in?
I haven't finished the podcast yet.
Oh.
So I listened to the first one, Chalice Burner, but I
Yeah.
haven't listened. There's another one at the end of it, isn't there?
Yeah, Shaltine, is it Spaltine or Shaltine?
Yeah, about 50 minutes left in it, so I haven't heard
Yeah,
that
wait
yet.
till you hear that, man.
That's the driving home later now.
Yeah,
That's-
they played that actually Saturday night.
Did they?
Yeah, they didn't play Chalice Burner, but they played the other one. All right.
Oh,
that was
play the
class,
weekend.
man.
I'm going down to see them in Limerick now.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
you're
plan.
going to that?
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Nice one.
the Tombs and Zora as well.
Yeah,
But I want to hear new Carosa. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go to Limerick on Saturday.
yeah. So that's it, lads. Must
It's a
say,
pleasure to be on the
Yeah, thanks a
Metal
million.
Cell podcast.
yes, I'm fucking delighted
Proud.
to have you here. Actually,
Yeah.
The Metal Cell.
in from Kaiserslautern.
Kaiserslautern.
Just on a social media side of things, where can people find you?
Facebook. Not Facebook. Facebook. I got
False.
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Oh, you're on Instagram.
Just
as
Google
well, yeah.
10 Ton Slug, and all of our stuff
Okay.
comes up straight away because there aren't too many
Instagram,
things
you know.
called that.
And any new T-shirts Ryan coming out?
Yes,
Yeah.
there's plenty of new merch coming out.
Plenty new everything
Fair
on the
play
way,
to you,
music
lads.
And
and
so
everything.
music. Music's
Yeah.
the one we're working on.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Okay, just
Yeah.
wish you nothing but success, obviously.
Thanks very much.
thanks, man.
So you've been listening to the Metal Cell podcast live from Galway. If you want to find us, the Metal Cell is on Facebook and Instagram. Or if you want to contact me to appear on the show, it's metalcell@gmail.com.
So shout outs then to Jamie and Keane at overdrive.ie and Adam Fitzgerald at noordinaryoutfit.com.
So that's it, over and out.